Alright, what's up? You got Dana here. If you're wondering where I'm at and why I don't have my typical crib background, it is because I am in NYC. I don't know if you can see the view, but that's why. Alright? I'm not home. Anyway, I just came in because I wanted to rap to y'all real quick, talk some shit to y'all about this crazy ass trip that I'm on. So I'm here, and yeah, and also this is just for anybody who wants to link up with me while I'm in the city for battle blogs too. You know, you gotta self promote. You gotta do your shameless plugs, okay? But anyway, I just wanted to come and just talk about my trip so far, and I gotta say that everybody was talking about how cold it was gonna be, and I honestly feel like the weather here is A1. I actually feel like during the day, like wind chill factor and everything, like it feels like Georgia right now. When the sun is out, you don't even really feel it like that. You only feel it when when the wind is blowing. So yeah, I mean, as far as weather goes, this is great weather. I mean, this is sweater weather, obviously. Gloves if it gets a little nippy, but so far I brought a heavy coat. I haven't had to use it since I've been here, and I've been here since Friday. I did all the touristy crap. You know what I'm saying? I went on a bunch of food tours and Midtown Manhattan and toured Williamsburg, and I've eaten a lot of really, really great food. One thing is for sure, ain't nothing free in New York. All the tours that I went on were supposedly free tours, but you end up like, they basically, what their concept is you pay them what they're worth. So if you feel like, you know, it was worth something, obviously you tip them. But if somebody takes you on a 2-hour tour, you have no heart if you don't pay them, in my mind. So yeah, we paid like, you know, $10 or whatever, and that was that. As far as the food tour goes, it's the same deal, 2 hours, and whatever food you want to try, you just pay, you know, for a sample of it, I guess, or whatever. One thing that I will say is Williamsburg, Brooklyn has a lot of really great food. There's a dope Hasidic Jew community there. The pastry shop that I went to, oh my god, the pastries were so good and they were dirt cheap. I had a vegan chicken drumstick. So it was made out of like bean sprouts and vegetable sprouts or whatever. The way that it was seasoned and fried, you wouldn't even know, like, you would have thought it was like shredded chicken refried or whatever. It was so good. I actually want another one. But it's in Williamsburg. It's in Williamsburg off Bedford Avenue and 6th, I believe, or in that like vicinity. We had what else? I had artichoke pizza down in Greenwich Village. That was good. Don't remember what street that was on, but it was in Greenwich Village. That was bomb. I had falafel balls in Greenwich Village, specifically in the East Village, I believe. But don't quote me on that. But anyway, okay, so yeah, my gripes with New York. Okay, one thing that I will say is this is a place that is overrun and overcrowded with people. The subway during rush hour, I will never, like, if I ever decide to work here, I'm going to make sure that my office hours are off peak. I ain't trying to be on the subway from like 8 to 11, and I ain't trying to be on the subway from 4 to 6, because when I tell you we was packed in there like sardines, I knew, you know what I'm saying, what kind of deodorant my neighbor had on. I'm not really here for being all up underneath somebody. And even like on Marta at home, it never gets crazy crowded like that. And if it does, it's maybe for one ride. Whereas in New York, since everybody is coming home, it's like this swarm of people like ants, just sardine packed into a subway car. Is crazy. Where I'm staying, I'm actually staying in Long Island City. I'm staying off the E and M line. The 7's not too far away from here either. If I had the money, I would definitely want to stay here. It's not too far away from the city. Like, it's easy to get there. It's like you get in one way, you don't have to do too much transferring, and it's not hectic out here like that. I saw a lot of little mom and pop shops along the way to the train station, which was dope. And it's quiet, you know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't like a big party area or anything. From the looks of it, it seems like things kind of quiet down around 10 o'clock, which I don't mind. Another thing that I noticed, it is noisy as hell. And don't get me wrong, I have been to New York twice before this, okay? Twice. And both times that I was in New York, I stayed for more than 3 days. So as far as like combing the city, being through the city, this is my first time really doing everything that I wanted to do and me not having an agenda. Because the last time that I came for Armageddon. Y'all know how that turned out. If you haven't seen that blog, it's one of the first blogs that I ever did on this channel. That was back when I was still wearing weave. So go check that out. But yeah, as far as like doing everything that I wanted to do during the touristy crap, and I know a lot of people feel some kind of way about going and doing the tourist shit in New York. So what? I don't have like a I love New York shirt on, I love New York hat on. I just want to see the things that need to be seen. It's like if someone comes to Atlanta, you want to go to the Georgia Dome, you want to go to Phillips Arena, you want to go to Underground Atlanta, you want to go to the World of Coca-Cola, you want to go to the Georgia Aquarium. It's just things that you do to say that you've done them. So I don't know why people bitch and moan about doing touristy shit in New York. There's a lot of touristy shit to do. And thankfully, a lot of the touristy shit to do is dirt cheap. One thing that I did want to do that I didn't get to do is go to Broadway. And that's because the tickets for the nosebleeds are expensive. Like, the tickets to see the Lion King and the nosebleed seats are $100. I'm not paying $100 to be in the nosebleed. So maybe if I can find like a Living Social deal or a Groupon deal, it'll be something that I do. If I can't find one by the time I leave, which is Thursday morning, oh well, so be it. I'm sure I'll be back. You know, what else? The Indian people, I will never order Indian food ever again. I'm so turned off. Y'all overcharge for a little bit of food. I ordered roti, a mango lassi, curry chicken, and a hot and sour soup. These fools had the nerve to try and charge $18 for all of that. Dog, if I go to just a West Indian restaurant, Jamaican restaurant, that same meal will be like $10. So y'all wildin'. Y'all are truly wildin'. You're overcharging, and y'all are stingy with the meat. I will never order Indian food again. Real rap. Halal. I'm done with halal. Okay, straight like that. Another thing that I noticed was the fact that, like, when I tell you everybody has their own place, like that Hasidic Jew community, there's a particular sect of that Hasidic Jew community. There's actually a book. There was a woman who lived in that particular community in Williamsburg. She wrote a book called Unorthodox. It came out like a year or so ago. It's a New York Times bestseller, and on top of that, she basically exposed what was going on. It wasn't like she was dissing them, but she was talking about all the things that basically they wanted to keep secret and keep within the community. And one of the things that this particular sect of the Jewish faith practices is when women get married, they shave their heads, and they usually marry young. And one thing that I noticed was, as you're walking through the community, you see a lot of women with wigs on, and if you didn't know, you'd be like, dang, all these women have gray hair. But once I heard about the fact that like they shave their heads once they get married, I started noticing, dang, there are a lot of women here with wigs on. That's crazy. So another interesting tidbit. But on top of that, I noticed that every community has their own place here. Like, you know, Chinatown, Little Italy, you know, there's a place for Puerto Ricans, there's a place for Dominicans. I'm trying to figure out where the African spot's at. I'm African myself, so I'm like, I wonder if there's a little Nigeria or a little South Africa here. But knowing black folks, you know, we don't know how to stick together. So we probably had a place, and then we probably all killed each other, and then someone else probably moved into our place and upped the rent up and stuff like that. I had gelato. It was everything. Strawberry, pistachio. It was everything. It was bomb. No lie, I did buy myself a knockoff watch. It's fresh. I'm not gonna show it to y'all, but it's fresh. You will probably see it in one of my vlogs. But yeah, I just wanted to give y'all pretty much a heads up on everything that's going on. I have yet to meet anybody in relationship to battle blogs. Hopefully, I'll be meeting somebody later on the day to do a blog, and then probably tomorrow for blogs. So hopefully there will be interviews on this channel. If not, I tried and they curved me. Okay, so if you don't see anything, I tried and they curved me. But yeah, I just wanted to keep y'all abreast to what's going on. As far as reviews, yes, I'm doing the Mickey Facts battle because it's obligatory. Do I still want to do Tay Rock and Ill Will? No, not really. Do I still want to do Big T and O-Red? No, not really. If you're wondering why I'm not being consistent, I mean, Just look at my views. Like, my last couple reviews didn't even touch 500. And, you know, you don't want to do something and no, it's not bearing any fruit. So I'm really just in a place right now where I'm like, I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about, because either way it goes, I'm not going to get the reviews I want either way. And it's a pain in the ass to put in time and effort. Like, you notice I don't put clips in the reviews anymore either, because it's like, you don't want to sit here and keep putting into something and it's not bearing any fruit. Meanwhile, a motherfucker can yell and curse at the camera and he gets 10,000 views, 5,000 views. If I'm gonna always be in a place where my views are gonna be less, I'm gonna do less for those same views, because either way it goes, they will come. You know what I'm saying? They will acquire themselves just based on the little bit of loyal subscribers that I do have. So I'm thankful for that, and I thank those who continue to watch. I'm so appreciative. You don't understand. Like, people, especially the ones that fuck with me on Twitter, I appreciate y'all so much. Like, y'all's positive energy, I just appreciate you so freaking much. But I'm not about to, you know, keep, you know, bringing the kind of content that I'm bringing and it's not bearing any fruit. If I can get in front of a camera and do what the rest of these motherfuckers do and just talk shit to people all the time, not bring you anything of value, not saying that I won't, because I'm always going to have my perspective, my point of view, and a decently educated opinion. But if it doesn't require me to have notes, to be super swift with the editing, then I'm not, because it's not bearing no fruit. Like, I'm still at like 700 subscribers, you know what I'm saying? Like, meanwhile, niggas is at thousands and thousands of subscribers. Like, I'm not even close to where I was this time last year. So, you know, you guys gotta feel me on this. But anyway, that's all I had. I pretty much wanted to talk shit about New York. And yeah, that's it. See y'all in my next vlog. Peace.